Hey there. So, I have a confession. I have a restless mind. My mind is constantly working and thinking about things I need to do and ways to become better. This is good to a certain extent because it keeps me driven and helps me maintain my ambition. But it also has ended up being problematic when I start falling into spirals of deep thought. Thoughts about consequences, other people's opinions, or any of the other countless things that don't have anything to do with the here and now. I wanted to do something about this, and so I tried meditating. I heard that meditation is good for the restless mind and would help me manage my thoughts. I did this for a little bit, and it just sucked. I failed miserably at not thinking and simply being able to sit still. But I figured that I wasn't the only one who found it that difficult. In fact, in a 2020 study out of the UK from Simonsons and colleagues, it was found that 43% of people stopped practicing mindfulness right after learning it, while only 32% continued to practice it from time to time. So I decided to learn a little bit more from mindfulness professor John Kabat-Zinn and see if I could shift my approach and get better at it. One of the great misconceptions of meditation is that your mind is completely quiet and blank. Forcing yourself to sit there and silence your head is kind of crazy and ultimately ends up giving you a headache. Or at least it did for me. Especially early on when you're practicing, you've got thoughts coming in and out of your head, which can be overwhelming, especially when you don't know any better. However, the mind is actually like a body of water. It can be still at times and can have emotional waves sometimes. It really depends on the day. Even when things are agitated on the surface, and they have hurricane-like manifestations, several meters under the surface, everything is level. And the mind is very much like that.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Despite what you might be feeling on the surface, if you're able to drop into a state of awareness and calm, you can prevent yourself from getting caught up in the turbulent tide of your mind. And this all simply comes through practice. Naturally. Meditation can often use an object of attention to direct our focus when we're sitting still, whether it's our breath, which is the most common, or if it's our hearing sensation, or even our thoughts for that matter. This is a concept called having a thought mirror. Now, a mirror simply reflects what's in front of it exactly as it is. It doesn't restructure it or reach out and grab it. With thoughts, they come and they go. The mirror doesn't hang on to it or push it away. It stays neutral and sees it for what it is, a thought that arises in the sea of awareness, and then it's gone. You might feel a certain frustration and anxiety. Maybe you're stressed out about a job promotion or a COVID lockdown or what someone thinks about you. And that thought event simply needs to be allowed to show itself and not fed into. It will come and then go. And then the same is true for the next thought. It will rise and then fall. You're not fighting it, but when you're judging the thought and you're resisting it, you tend to assign blame and think about consequences and actions, and suddenly you're having this whole conversation with yourself. So don't do that. Don't mess around with your thoughts and entertain them. All you have to do is see them as thought, not truth. As with all mindfulness, practice makes it a lot better. So keep leveling up. Don't start with the most complex thoughts and problems. You might be meditating and focusing on your breath and you realize that your mind is off at the supermarket, thinking about the ingredients that you need to buy for dinner. And that's okay. You see what's on your mind and you notice that it's drifted away. Simply bring it back to your breath. Within a few seconds, again, it will drift away, and then you bring it back. And again. And again. It's kind of like lifting a weight, which can get difficult, but you keep doing repetitions to strengthen the muscle. Oh, okay. And it's just like that, but in this case, your muscle is your mind. So no matter how many times you get distracted, the reality is that the mind can be trained and is tameable. You just gotta stick with it. Those are my 2 cents about managing thoughts and adopting a greater sense of awareness through mindfulness. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.